Hi everyone, thank you for watching. My name is Santiago. Thank you for coming back and seeing me another glorious day. I am filming this video because I had it on my mind and I wanted to talk about it real quick. But before I get to it, I just wanted to say I am here at the hospital. My partner, he, this poor thing, he's been in the hospital, in and out of it for the past 3-4 months now. Whether it was the throat, whether it's his leg, whether it was his blood sugar, and it's really, really sad. I told him that I'd come in after after I filmed this video, so he's in right now. I know he's waiting for me. They were doing like a CAT scan or an X-ray for his leg, and just prayers that he make it out safely, sound, and everything goes well. So yeah, the topic that I wanted to talk about today this morning, well, I would like to first say welcome back to my channel, if I hadn't said that. I feel like sometimes I have like a slow memory, or I think about what I say it, but then I forget if I just said it or not. If you can't tell in my first video, I do that a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna jump right in. So I've been watching a lot of videos here on YouTube on people and talking about their 9-to-5 regular jobs. When I sit and dissect, everything that they are saying, it really makes sense. It truly makes sense to me. I don't know if you all have seen, her name is DoDash on YouTube. She's a delivery driver. She delivers food, groceries. If you'd like, go check her out. She's really good. The content that she posts, it's like spot on. Like when you listen to what she talks about, and especially about the 9-to-5 jobs, it is spot on with what she's trying to get her point across, and people like us, we understand it. So a lot of you, the majority of you probably don't know this, but I am an Instacart driver. I only do Instacart, and I do donate plasma for some income. It's not the best. I feel like I got to the point where I was tired of the 9-to-5 regular working jobs. It makes you miserable. And when you really sit back and you think about it, how many hours you are putting into this workplace just to get off, be tired. If you're one of those people that aren't tired after you get off of like an 8-hour shift, hats off to you, because I remember working on 8-hour shifts and I was just so tired. I was ready to go to bed. I was just ready to eat and fall asleep. Last time I worked a 8-hour job, it was actually in Dollar General. And they had me as a key holder, and with key holder you were responsible for closing down the doors, for counting down the drawers, for stocking on top of that. Okay, let me tell you guys how stressful it was working that job as a Dollar General. Like, I guess they call it like it's a key manager, so it's like a store manager. I wasn't supposed to be alone. I was not supposed to be closing the store alone. There was always supposed to be someone with me. However, the manager, I don't want to say any names, but the manager had called the store and was like, hey, like, I have family problems. I'm going to need you to close tonight. I'll be back before the store closed, which was like 11 p.m. Never saw her. She never came back. And it was very stressful because I'm sure a lot of you guys know Dollar General gets pretty packed throughout the day. And if you are by yourself, you cannot take care of the register as well as stocking up the items, because when the items go off the shelf, people are going to be looking for, you know, like replacements or so I was doing both, and I had no help. But then I was also like getting confronted, getting yelled at because I wasn't doing my job from like the higher boss. Now, y'all keep in mind, the higher boss, they're people who it's rare, but a lot of them do not care about us, about regular employees. They can find someone easily. They can easily find someone to replace us, and that's really sad. We're replaceable. So yeah, I worked there for a year and a half. It doesn't seem like a long time, but I could go through a whole list on all the jobs in my 28 years being in this world. I can go through all the jobs that I've worked and how at the time I feel like I was okay. I felt like at the time, like, oh no, like I got this, you know. I have really work ethic. I am a really hard worker, and a lot of people can tell you that, and I know that I am. I know that I was. I would like to think that I still am sometimes. But for the pay that we were getting, okay, so being a key manager, a key holder, they tell you that you were supposed to get 15 an hour, I believe. Now it was about a year ago, maybe 2 years. No, it was about a year ago, since I've worked there. I got 13. I was $13 an hour, and before I could really say anything, they won't let you speak. They won't let you talk. Like, you have no say because they're paying you, right? They're paying you. You have no say. If I kept bringing up a raise, there was no raise. Or the answer was, yeah, well, the raise is coming. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing really well. The raise is coming, but I would never see it. And if I did, it was like a quarter raise, 13 to 13.25. And I'm supposed to be getting 15 an hour. That's what I was promised when I had taken that position. And I know that a lot of people wouldn't even have taken it if they knew what exactly they were getting paid. But I guess at that time, this is when I was semi-homeless. I do say semi because I had a vehicle. So even though I wasn't like in a house, I didn't have like a stable home, I still had my vehicle if I, had to live in it. There's more to that story that I would love to share. Obviously, there's a lot that I want to share with you all. But at that time, I just took whatever I could get, right? And it wasn't worth it. So I would go to work at either 2 or 3 p.m. and I wouldn't get off until 11 p.m. So yeah, that's like an 9 hour shift. Stressing every single hour, seeing so many people rolling in here, seeing your line past the past the little aisles where you're standing waiting in line, past that, going down the regular aisles, there were so many people there who came, whether it was just to see me, because a lot of people said that the only reason I come here is because I love seeing your bright, smiley face, because I smile. Like, when you just had to see me if I was working, you'd be like, oh, he smiles a lot. I did, because I feel like that makes my day, seeing other people smile. So then it makes me smile. But I'd be standing there, I'd be ringing up people's groceries. How's your day going? Are you doing well? I'm glad you're doing well. And you know, if regulars would come in, how's your family doing, and stuff like that. And so people would know me. People would know me, they would recognize me, and they'd be so happy to see me. Where was I just lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So 8 hours, right? 8 hours doing that. Always having a smile on my face constantly. People coming through my line, people coming to my store or coming to the store just to see me, just because the aisles were, there's no such thing as perfect, but they were pretty perfect. But I'm not going to take all responsibility of that, because there were workers there who did work their butt off. I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss or not, but they did work their butt off, and they were really, really good at their job. And we made that store amazingly perfect. I guess what I'm trying to say is, ever since I have stopped doing a regular 9 to 5, 8 hour job, I feel like I've been so much happier. Now, there are people who I know they do have children, they have little ones. I don't have any children. I don't have any children. I don't see my nieces or nephew. That's a whole nother story. I don't see them anymore. Neither the rest of my siblings. I don't see them. So I have my partner, his mom, her boyfriend, his sister, and his sister's children. He has 3 nieces. I see them all the time, and no, they're not mine. I do understand working at a job for maybe momentarily, working at a job that you may not like as much, but you have to do it because you have kids to feed, or you have your grandparents who need your help and you have to feed them. And I understand that, and rent to be paid and bills to be paid. I am blessed right now because here's the thing, my partner and I, we were living around the time that we were homeless, so about a year ago. Around that time, we'd always go to the park, and in my very first video, I was at a park. I was swinging on a park. That was the park that him and I would park our car, and we would sleep in the car. And that park brings a lot of memories, a lot of good memories and kind of scary memories. But I just remember wanting to just get a job. I didn't care where it was. See, because my whole life, pretty much, I've been doing either fast food restaurants or regular restaurants serving, like Chili's. I never worked at Chili's, but I worked at like a tavern and stuff, and I did work for a tavern. I did work at a tavern for 8 years. That's another story I would like to talk about. 8 years at a tavern, and there was no windows in the kitchen, no windows. This was around COVID time, so we had to wear a mask. Y'all, if y'all have not experienced wearing a mask in a hot room, kitchen, steam in your face. It's one of the worst feelings ever, and you can't really feel like you can breathe either, because you have these masks on, because you had to wear them. You had gloves, everything. But yeah, so I was working at Dollar General because I know that I needed a job. I know I needed a job because I wanted to get us off the streets, or out of sleeping in our vehicle, I guess. So I would want to save up, and we finally saved enough to move into efficiencies, like affordable corporate efficiencies, but that's not worth it. We were paying almost $500 a week. We were there for 3 months. I don't know why we paid that much, but we were just getting tired of sleeping in the car, honestly. But we were there for like 3 months, maybe 2, and I guess it was worth it at that time, but it wasn't worth all the stress that we had put in to our jobs. I believe he was at Boost Mobile at the time. But anyways, the video is getting a little long right now, and I do have more that I'd like to rant about or talk about, but the biggest topic in this conversation that I wanted to just bring out was, if you have a choice, because we have choices in life, right? If you do have a choice where you can get out of just an unstable job that you just are so miserable, that's not life. We were not put onto this earth to struggle like that. But that's all we really know, right? Like we only know to like get that secure job, whether we're happy or not. If you're happy in it, hats off to you, because before Instacart, I don't think I was ever at a job that I was really happy, that I was so happy to either wake up in the morning and go to, or be so happy that I'm, closing shop. Like, I was never really that happy. And call me what you want, call me lazy, my work ethic has always been there, but I do not see a point in having a job that makes you miserable. Like, I'd rather work my butt off for Instacart and make like 100, 150 a day, all day. If I had to stay out all day, I will do that. But I'd rather do that than go to 3 to 11. If that's working for y'all and you all like it, go for it. We can't tell each other what to do. We can only just give advice from, what we've went through. I just couldn't do it. There's many delivery driver jobs out there. For me, I'm trying to get more jobs on the like Grubhub, DoorDash. However, I did get in trouble back in 2018, I believe, with the law, and I'm like on a hold for that, which is so crazy, because Instacart, I guess they're more lenient with working with you than like DoorDash, Grubhub. So I do know that I don't have long. I can, if I wanted to reapply soon, I could, and I probably will soon. I drive, this is right here, this is a Kia Soul. It's a 2013. It has about 80,000 miles on it. It's a pretty good car. Still making payments on it each month, obviously. And I'm blessed to have a vehicle. Very blessed to have a vehicle. After 2 car accidents, 5 years later, well, I think one of them happened a couple years, and the other one was about 5 years later, I have a car, and it's pretty spacious. I can put many groceries in it. I guess just wrapping up the video, Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Not, don't do it if you're just getting by through the day. Like, what makes you happy? Really dissect on what makes you happy in your job or just in life in general. I mean, do you like going to your job? Do you like going back to your job? And are you happy with it? Are you really happy with it? Sit down and ask yourself that. Am I happy? Am I happy going to this barbershop job? I wanted to be a barber. That is one thing. I wanted to cut hair. I was obsessed with like cutting hair, and I would always cut my partner's hair. And I actually cut my hair. You can't really see it, but I did cut my hair. I'm not good at fading. I want to work on that. But I watched like hundreds of Brad Mondo videos. If you don't know who that is, go check him out. He's really good at what he does. Just like I know that there's hundreds, thousands of other people who are really good at what they do, but they're happy with it, right? But yeah, I'm probably gonna, I know he's probably waiting for me, so I'm going to wrap this up with saying, I don't know you guys, but I care for the people who watch me and care about me, I guess, even if we don't know each other. Like, this is so much better talking to you guys. Whoever's watching my videos, I want to thank you, whether you watch it fully or whether you just click on it because you're curious about it. I just want to say thank you for even giving me the time to even say one word into your ear. This is, I feel like this is the new way to really meet people, is on social media platforms, because people don't really meet people in real life anymore. Anxiety plays a big role, I know that. But all right, well, I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta run in there. I'm gonna see if he's doing okay. Yeah, just stay positive, stay beautiful, stay uniquely you. And I will see y'all in the next video. I actually have like a stand for my phone. This is so off topic, but it's like a rhinestone. My partner got it for me. Very sweet of him, but I'll have to show you guys that later. All right, well, I don't know when I'm gonna pop back up here. Probably soon, probably tomorrow, probably tonight. I don't know. I just want to keep putting out more content out there, because yeah, I want to see how well I could deal with this. Okay, well, I will see you guys later. Peace.